Alright, hey bro, so a little update from the one I did yesterday. Today's August 19th, and I tried a little bit with this big old gooseneck thing, and so I thought it'd be good to document a little bit of how well that worked. I'm going to try with each of the three tools that are local tools made for making djembes. This one here is for getting down inside of it. You can reach inside of a curved object and continue to carve out the shape of it. The only one that is flat across the blade, and then the big one, the curved mouth, like the smaller one, for being able to reach further down inside of a djembe or a mortar and pestle. I have to say mortar and pestle because I don't know which one is the mortar and which one's the pestle. But alright, I'm going to give you a quick look about each of those tools working looks like. Yesterday, after working with it a little bit, I thought it'd be good to set a bit of a depth mark. So between my two edges now, which are square to each other, I sawed a line just down to each edge so that it would mark the depth that I'm cutting down to across the surface of the wood there. Be a reference point. So that's what I'll be working with. Okay, my impressions with this one, you don't get a whole lot of swing strength out of a wrist action. It does cut pretty well, and it's nice to be able to fine-tune where you're striking the wood. So I like that about it compared to the bigger one. But yeah, I think it mostly just be for doing the small little places where you need a little more control. And it's a big enough mouth, it's as big as the biggest one. And it's not real fine detail, so definitely a specialty tool. And yeah. Alright, next one, medium sized. Okay, the flathead one, the first thing I notice about it is it has a really good bite. That shouldn't be significantly different from the two. I think the deal is it's just far easier to straighten or to sharpen a straight edge than the curved edge of the adze is. So much so that I have to be a little careful. Medium-sized handle does give you enough hit to take out a pretty good quick chunk. To the point where I would be careful about using this one. You might chunk out too much too fast. So yeah, an effective one. The fact that it doesn't have the rounded edges is supposed to keep it from kind of getting stuck in like an axe does sometimes. And but I'm not feeling that. It seems to be doing fine without the edges. Yep, on to the big dog. Okay, the last one, the big gooseneck adze. See how this does. Alright, so I think this is my favorite for removing lots of material. I don't know if it's the bend in it, it's made out of leaf spring, but when you strike the surface, or maybe it's the fact that you can get a pretty flat angle to it, but it scrapes along the top a little better, more than biting in. And it's no force pushing down, it's just the weight of it. It's What was that weigh? It's probably 8 pounds? 8-pound head? No, 6. Anyways, it's enough to move it, so you just hold in and letting it fall. The work is in lifting it up. It's not too difficult to control, and it does a good job. So for removing a good amount of material, this is pretty good. Not so great on the back.